Hello friends. Today I thought I would do a little process video. So for those of you who've been around for a while, you know that I have my own business, also called A Spring Snowflake. And one of the things I offer through that business is custom orders for my woolly wire creations. Photos around me to show you other things. Now, this year, before Christmas, so this has been a while in the works, I offered as part of my daughter and my husband's hockey club their Christmas raffle a custom woolly wire creation from my business as part of one of the prizes. And one of the lovely kind of committee people won a custom order, and she sent me a challenge. Normally with these kind of custom orders, people ask me to do words or something that I've already got a template for or things like that. She wanted the old logo of the hockey club. They recently went through a rebrand, and there's a lot of people within the club that miss the old logo. The hockey club is called Hawks. It is in North Oxford. And as you can imagine, the logo was a hawk. I'm going to put a photo of the logo here. So I thought I'd take you through the process that I go through when I have a custom order that comes through. This is a really special one. So hopefully, if Procreate worked with me, I haven't actually checked, you will be seeing on screen now me going through various iterations of taking this logo, chucking it into Procreate. Procreate on the iPad is my kind of design art app of choice. I find it really easy. It's an app that you pay for once, there's no subscriptions, there's an update every so often, you can buy extra brushes, and I found it really useful for this side of my business to be able to take an image or a photo or a logo in this case, and try and create a one-line image. The whole way that woolly wire works is the same as kind of neon signs and traditional wire art. You try and use as few sections as possible, because otherwise you've got to have joins and the structural integrity isn't as good. So whenever I'm making these kind of things, I try and get as close to one line as possible. Now, with this one, it's quite an intricate design, as you'll see. So I did this a couple of times of like which section to add to start from, in order to make sure I had as few doubled pieces of a wire with yarn, a yarn tube around them, to try and keep this image or this creation as flat as possible. So you'll see that I managed to do that. And what I have, hopefully I'm back to A-roll, is this. I've printed it on A3 paper. And I'm going to now, I've got my black yarn. The yarn I am using is Yarn Smith's Create Double Knit, which is a bit, I use these in my classes. It creates a decent tube. It's a bit fluffier than other acrylic double knit yarns. So I now having done this for a while now, I do have my kind of go-to yarns. This isn't my optimum. If I need a particular colour and this is the only brand that has it, I will use it. And Yarn Smith's is created by Wool Warehouse, and it is one of my favourite brands of yarn. This particularly, hello darling, I'm talking to the camera. This particularly I actually rate very highly for for blankets. So disturbances. I don't actually know where I was. Anyway, it's a lovely yarn. Highly rate it for normal crochet and knitting projects. For this, it's slightly for my purposes, it's a good weight DK, but a little bit fluffier than the machine likes. This is the brand that my lovely my lovely Tulip Mill. Some of my class participants will kind of find that the kind of fluffy nature of the yarn will interfere with the hooks sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. Anyway, I am now going to turn this into quite a lot of tubes. I am rapidly losing the light. Oh well. So, we now have a black worm. Next thing, we're going to introduce black wire to black yarn, or to black tube. And this is the most laborious bit, because all you're doing is pinch, shove, and trying not to bring the wire out of the tube. And it takes a while, but it is the longest bit of the thing, that's all. The making of the tube didn't take that long, mainly because I had my electric screwdriver. Right, I'm going to be here a while. Let's put something on the iPad. Right, that didn't actually take that long. I would say about 15 minutes. Okay, next thing, shaping, which I'm going to do under a bright light on my desk upstairs.